Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. To this day.
Nino Brown Boxing, I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. All right, man. So we finally got an official lineup for the PBC. I definitely been getting alerts all morning about just the breaking news of the upcoming fights. Now, PBC, they released on their Instagram, they have this graphic put together for fights they have from August 1st all the way to December 12th. Now, on this list of 9 fights, it's a few fights that definitely stand out to me. I definitely intend on watching all of these fights. It's been way too long since I have gotten consistent boxing. I haven't been making videos because I don't want to talk about the bullshit that's going on now if fights aren't actually being scheduled. But now they are, so let's get into it. Now, I'm definitely interested in this first fight on this. Well, it's not the first fight on the list. It's the first fight that I'm interested in. September 9th, Erickson Lubin versus Terrell Gausha. Now, if you know anything about Nino Brown Boxing, you understand that my favorite weight class is 154. The super welterweight, the junior middleweight, whatever you want to call it. I want to take a deeper dive into this fight and just break it down and come up with a prediction. But Erickson Lubin versus Terrell Gausha on September 19th is something that I'm definitely looking forward to. It will definitely put Erickson Lubin in the position that he needs to be in if he can come out victorious in this fight. Because Erickson Lubin was climbing back up the ladder after he fell short to Jermell Charlo earlier in his career with that devastating first-round knockout. Now, speaking of Jermell Charlo, September 26th, there's a doubleheader. Jermell and Jermall Charlo will be on the same card. It will be pay-per-view. And Jermell Charlo will be facing off against Jason Rosario. And it will be a unification bout. If you don't remember, Jason Rosario stopped Julian J. Rock Williams and took the belts that he took from my guy, Jerry Swift Hurd. I don't want to talk about it. It's still a sore subject for me. But in this title fight, it'll be the WBC, the IBF, and the WBA titles on the line. I'm not sure if Jason Rosario has that IBO belt, but it's not a major championship. But for the PBC's sake, and we know how these television platforms love to highlight all of the belts because the more championships that they show and the more championships they have on the line, the more prestigious the fight appears to be. Now, this unification bout is definitely a big deal for me. I've been waiting for another unification bout at 154. I'm not making any predictions today. It's just a fight that I'm looking forward to. Now, on the same card, according to this PBC graphic, Jermall Charlo will be facing Sergey Derevyanchenko. Now, this is why I'm pissed off. I thought the Charlo brothers, I thought the PBC realized that it's not a good idea to put Jermell and Jermall on the same damn card. I don't understand why the fuck they're doing this. I understand the first time they did it, Jermell went first and he took an L. But the way it seems like that they've ordered this is that Jermall will fight first. And then they'll say the unification bout with Jermell as the actual main event, even though they're calling this a doubleheader. So we'll see how things play out. I mean, look, man, they grown-ass men. It seems like the shit is already set in stone. I am excited for this fight. It's definitely a great fight for Jermall Charlo, and I'm looking forward to being entertained. The last fight on this list that I'm particularly interested in is the Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz fight. That's also a pay-per-view bout as well. Now, the thing about all of this is I don't like Leo Santa Cruz. I don't like Leo for a number of reasons. I specifically don't like Leo Santa Cruz for ducking Guillermo Rigondeaux and ducking my fellow DMV native Gary Russell Jr. Now, this fight for Tank Davis, I'm not going to say I don't see it as a step-up fight because I don't look at Leo Santa Cruz highly. I really don't have much respect for him. At the same time, I do want to see Leo Santa Cruz brutally punished in this fight. And then this definitely should set Gervonta Tank Davis on the path to face even tougher competition. I would love to see Baltimore and D.C., Maryland, PG County area come together to put on the bout for Tank and Gary Russell in the future. But obviously, Tank Davis, he has to get through Leo Santa Cruz first. And I hope he get this shit done in devastating fashion. So, hey, hats off to boxing. Hats off to the PBC for putting together a fairly good schedule for the remainder of the year. I mean, I don't see guys on here like Earl Spence. I don't see my man Jerry Hurd. But it's all good. We'll see what other fights they throw in there. Maybe this is specifically, this graphic is shown is specifically for Showtime. So this does not include any of the Fox, the PBC on Fox bouts. So I'm definitely going to be looking out to see what Fox has to bring to the table when it comes to all of this. In the meantime, I'll be looking into these fights, the fights that I mentioned. I'll be planning on looking into and see what predictions I have for this. And I just checked on PBC Fox Instagram, and they have not put out a schedule. So we'll just have to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, it's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.